Constructing a Mental Drama with Neville Goddard. Hey, Scott Haug here, and in today's video, we're going to go through a breakthrough idea in your awareness that will blow your results out of the water. We're going to be referencing the great book, if you've not heard of it before, The Power of Awareness by the great Neville Goddard. If you grasp what we're going to talk about in this video, you can manifest anything that you want to in your lifetime. It will happen with certainty and guarantee. Just before we jump into that extremely great content, throw a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And if you're looking to get a consistent roadmap when it comes to how to manifest anything you want in any area of life, join into my course, The Manifestation Accelerator, where I take you through a journey, step by step, every single week, and getting the visual content of how all this stuff works, laws of the universe and manifestation and mindset, brings it all into one. And then I give you an exercise that is proven to work with over 1,000 of our clients that have done that and proved the results of it. So go in the description below, enroll right away, pause the video. And then if you're looking to start teaching and coaching this information, we have a certification. It's called Certified Manifestation Coach. This is going to allow you to start teaching it, building a coaching business, accepting your calling of helping and serving the world, forgetting about the stuff you're doing now, job-wise, if you have one, or a business you don't even really like. Start doing what you feel called to do and feeling fulfilled on a daily basis, waking up excited to do the great work you're about to do. Join into our certification, or at least look into the details on how you could get started today. All right, let's get started here. So again, this book is Neville Goddard's Power of Awareness. We're actually going to be going through a second book that's included in here. It's called Awakened Imagination. And if you have this book, I'm referencing page 144 in this book. And this paragraph really changed my life. Now, sometimes that can sound cliche, but it did. This is when I started to really grasp the ideas of what is the law of attraction? What is manifestation? How do I use it constructively? Because sometimes we'll get into hope and wish manifestation, and that's really frustrating when it's like you really want something, you know this stuff works, but you're not getting it. Okay, so listen to this idea here. I'm going to say it really slowly so you can really listen in as much as possible. We're going to go through it a couple times. Construct mentally a drama which implies that your desire is realized, and make it one which involves movement of self. Immobilize your outer physical self. Act precisely as though you are going to take a nap and start the predetermined action in imagination. A vivid representation of the action is the beginning of that action. Then, as you are falling asleep, consciously imagine yourself into the scene. The length of the sleep is not important. A short nap is sufficient, but carrying the action into sleep thickens fancy into fact. At first, your thoughts may be like rambling sheep that have no shepherd. Don't despair. Should your attention stray 70 times 7, bring it back 70 times 7 to its predetermined course until from sheer exhaustion it follows the appointed path. The inner journey must never be without direction. When you take to the inner road, it is to do what you did mentally before you started. You go for the prize you have already seen and accepted. So what is Neville talking about here? The first line here, construct mentally a drama which implies that your desire is realized, and make it one which involves a movement of self. So if we want to manifest, what he's talking about here is you have to experience what you want to manifest on the physical plane first within. Now, why is this? How is this even possible? Because you and I are spiritual beings living in this physical body with a mind or an intellect to control and change our environment, our circumstances, our conditions. We also live in an energy-based world. This energy-based world goes well beyond this physical presence. There's a lot more going on in the invisible. There's this ether which has all this potent and different energy sources and frequencies and vibrations going on within it that allow us to communicate. And that's how even the cell phone that you have, you might be even watching this video from your phone, from your laptop, that's how that stuff can work. Because there's an invisible ether around us that can transmit signals, radiations, energies all around us. Okay? And again, that's how you're watching this video. That's how your Wi-Fi works. It's how all these things work. You can't see it, right? It's cordless. So there must be something, there must be a signal, there must be something happening that you can't see that's actually working there. The mind works essentially in a similar way, where whatever we're thinking about and emotionalizing will drop from the conscious down to your subconscious mind. And that subconscious mind is programmed, and we have a certain paradigm within it, okay? But whatever you start to imagine more and more in your conscious mind and emotionalize and you feel it to be true now, that's going to literally drop in your subconscious mind. It's going to change your programming. It's going to change what you're emotionally involved with, changing your vibration, and what attracts to you is going to be very different. So let's bring it back to Neville Goddard here. He says, again, construct mentally a drama. What's a drama? It's an end scene. It's a play. It's a movie. It's something in your mind indicating your wish is already fulfilled. The thing you want is already done and it's already here. Okay, so construct mentally a drama. Go to your imagination and start seeing yourself with the thing you want. That's the drama. You see the, and it's positive drama, of course. You see the money in your bank account. You see the person in your life. You see the house that you want to live in, whatever that may be. Construct mentally a drama which implies that your desire is realized, and make it one which involves movement of self. So there's some sort of movement in the imagination. You're moving this energy. You're starting to actually see that your desire is realized. Very important. Now, how does that actually happen? Why do we do that? Because if you say, I now have $10,000 extra in my bank account and it's not there, why do we put it in the present? Because in this energy-based world that we live in, the energy is omnipresent. It's all here right now, okay? So what that means is all time is right now on the unconscious level. What it means is without space, there's no time. Without time, there's no space. It gets into a deep principle from Thomas Troward. If there's no space, meaning it's invisible, it's not holding space, what we call matter, there must not be any time associated with it. And if there's no time, there's no space. Okay, we'll go into that in maybe another video. It's pretty advanced, depth-oriented teaching. It's all you have to know is that in your unconscious side of you, there's no time and there's no form, there's no space. It's just an energy. So when we say, I am blank, what we're doing is there's a higher plane, the spirit plane, the mental plane, the physical plane. When you say I am, what you're doing is saying I am in the spiritual side, in the energy side, in the divine side, the cosmic side. You are now initiating and activating that I am statement from the spirit side down to the physical. Okay? So when you say the I am, it may be a physical lie right now in your eyes, but it's actually in a higher plane, it's truth, or what we call a future truth. You know, in the next day, the next week, the next month, whatever it is. Let's go back to the chapter here. And mobilize your outer physical self. So what he's talking about here is once you start constructing this mental drama, you need to feel that your body is at peace, it's calm. You're not trying to do a million things physically because then your thoughts are being entertained physically. You want to just immobilize the self, and what he's talking about here. Act precisely, though, as you're going to take a nap, and start the predetermined action in imagination. So really start focusing on your breath, start being here, being calm before you start to imagine. A vivid representation of the action is the beginning of that action. So when you start seeing that drama, that end scene in mind, and you start to initiate it, it's going to literally move forth your action in imagination, which starts the action in the movement of the energy on the physical plane. So your imagination is the first cause. Then as you're falling asleep, consciously imagine yourself into that scene. So imagine yourself into the scene, to you already having the thing you want. The length of sleep is not important. A short nap is sufficient, but carrying the action into sleep thickens fancy into fact. So basically, your conscious mind isn't going to argue with you. Your ego is less prone to argue back and tell you all the different ideas on why you can't have it, how it's going to come, all those limitations of thoughts and thinking. Okay, That is less there when you're about to fall asleep, when you're about to take a nap. You don't literally have to take a nap every single time you do this exercise by any means. It's more of the idea of when you're in that state, you're going to accept ideas better and better and easier. So truly important. Okay. So last little part here. At first, your thoughts may be like rambling sheep that have no shepherd. Don't despair. Should your attention stray, come back to it. So, even if your thoughts, you start to imagine and it goes elsewhere, it goes to all the problems you have today. It goes to the things you got to do, the what are you going to have for lunch, whatever's going on yesterday, whatever it is, okay? All of these thoughts may enter your mind when you're trying to imagine, you're trying to visualize, you're trying to bring yourself to a higher frequency. Don't despair though, okay? It's going to happen. This is all about practice and training your mind to make sure you're going down that path. So it's a lot of practice, and as you practice, your mind's going to get stronger, your willpower is going to get stronger to keep that picture on the screen of your imagination, and things are going to move a lot faster and a lot better. So take Neville's exercise here. I encourage you to listen into this YouTube video every single day, over and over and over and over for the next 30 days. That's the only way to have these ideas influence your belief and influence your faith. I do the same thing. I listen to an idea over and over and over and over. And as you do so, you're just going to start to move your body and feeling center and thought center into a solid form of belief and faith, moving things forward. And then I would do the exercise every day for the next 5 days. Just try it for 5 days. Going into that space where you're getting a little bit of, calm down, at peace, starting to construct a mental drama as if your thing that you want is already here, and allowing yourself to get emotionally involved, feeling as if it's already here. Okay? It will make an outstanding difference. And this book right here, in this chapter, these paragraphs, have really influenced my life in such a dramatic way. In the comment section below, if this video is helpful, you like Neville's work, you like this, I'll do more of these ideas and things on how to relate this body of work into your physical life to get results. And that will make all the difference. So let me know in the comments below if you find these ideas helpful. We'll make more videos like this one.